Have you ever wondered why the lists in your documents don't look quite right? If you are not indenting your paragraphs, you usually have more space between paragraphs than between each line of a paragraph. The default line spacing and spacing between paragraphs will depend on which version of LibreOffice you have. Each line of a list is treated as a separate paragraph. This makes sense, because a single entry in a numbered list may span several lines. You would want some way to set one entry off from another. But what if you have several separate paragraphs within a single entry of a list? I've opened a sample document. The document contains several paragraphs. Between some of the paragraphs are lists. The top list is a bulleted list with each entry consisting of a single line. The second list is a numbered list. The first entry consists of a single line. The third entry consists of a paragraph with 2 lines. The second entry has 2 paragraphs. Each of these paragraphs has 2 lines. I'll place my cursor in the second paragraph of the document. The text body paragraph style is highlighted in the sidebar. I'll place my cursor in the first item in the bulleted list. The text body paragraph style is still highlighted in the sidebar. I'll place the cursor in the first line of the second item in the numbered list. The text body paragraph style is still highlighted in the sidebar. All default lists in LibreOffice Writer use the text body paragraph style by default. This is true no matter which of the many ways LibreOffice Writer gives you to form the list. This video is not about creating lists. I talk about that in other videos and lessons. This video is about formatting lists within the context of the regular body text of the document. People have become accustomed to seeing lists appear the way you see them on this page. At first glance, however, readers may wonder about the second entry in the numbered list. Is the second paragraph of the second entry missing a number? What if there was a better way to format lists within the text of documents? There is. I'll go to Print Preview to show you that I've reproduced the same text on the second page of the sample document. I'll close Print Preview. I'll go to the second page. I'm going to change the look of the lists on this page. Then I'll display the pages side by side again so you can determine which formatting you like best. I'll begin by right-clicking on Text Body and selecting Modify. I'll go to the Indents and Spacing tab. I'll make sure line spacing is set to single so there is more of a distinction between the individual lines of text in the space between paragraphs. Next, I want to call your attention to the spacing area. Above paragraph is set to 0 inches. Below paragraph is set to 0.10 inches. I'll click Cancel to close this dialog. I want to be able to contrast the first page with the second page, so I can't change the text body paragraph style. Instead, I created the M text body paragraph style, which is a duplicate of text body. I'll select all of the body text below the title on the second page. I'll double-click on M text body to change the paragraph style being used. The page looks the same. I'll place the cursor in the first paragraph to show you that the paragraph style has changed. Notice that M text body is highlighted in the sidebar. I'll place the cursor in the bulleted list. M text body is still highlighted. I'll place the cursor in the numbered list. M text body is still highlighted. Now I'll make some changes to the lists. I'll go to the List Styles area of the sidebar. I'll place the cursor in the unordered list on this page of the document. Notice that none of the list styles are highlighted in the sidebar. I'll right-click in the bullet list. I'll select List, Bullets and Numbering. In the dialog that appears, I'll go to the Position tab. Aligned at is set to 0.25 inches. Numbering alignment is set to left. Number followed by is set to tab stop. Tab stop at is set to 0.50 inches. Indent at is set to 0.50 inches. I want to use these settings, but with the bullet style in the sidebar with the dot beside it. I'll click Cancel to close this dialog. In the sidebar, I'll right-click on the style I want to use. I'll select Modify. I'll go to the Position tab. I'll set Aligned at to 0.25 inches. I'll set Tab Stop at 0.50 inches. I'll set Indent at to 0.50 inches. I'll click OK. I'll place the cursor in the numbered list in the document. Numbering 1, 2, 3 is highlighted in the sidebar. I won't need to do anything with that. I'll go to the Paragraph Styles area in the sidebar. If I expand Text Body, I see a style called List. I'll expand that. I see a bunch of list styles. That looks way too complicated, so I'll set up my own paragraph styles. I'll right-click on Text Body and select New. In the Organizer tab, I'll name this style M Text Body Listable. I'll leave Next Style set to M Text Body Listable. I'll go to the Indents and Spacing tab. I don't want as much space between the paragraphs in this list. I'll set Below Paragraph to 0.05 inches. I'll go to the Outline and List tab. In the Applied List Style area, I'll set List Style to Bullet with a dot. I'll click OK. I'll select the unordered list in the document. I'll double-click on M Text Body Listable in the sidebar. The list items in this unordered list are now closer together, but the space between the last list item and the next paragraph is less than I want. I'll fix this by creating a new paragraph style. I'll right-click on Text Body in the sidebar and select New. In the Organizer tab, I'll name this style M Text Body After. I want the paragraph following this to be the regular paragraph style of the page. I'm using M Text Body on this page, so I'll set Next Style to M Text Body. I'll go to the Indents and Spacing tab. The unordered list style has below paragraphs set to 0.05 inches. In this new style, I'll set above paragraph to 0.05 inches. That will make the space between the end of the list and this paragraph 0.10 inches. I'll click OK. I'll place the cursor in the paragraph beneath the unordered list. I'll double-click on M Text Body After in the sidebar. The space beneath the unordered list is now the same as the space above it. I'll place the cursor at the end of this paragraph. I'll hit Enter. In the sidebar, M Text Body is highlighted. That's what I wanted. I'll hit Backspace to remove this text. I have one more paragraph style to create. I'll right-click on Text Body and select New. In the Organizer tab, I'll name this M Text Body List Num. I'll set Next Style to M Text Body List Num. I'll go to the Indents and Spacing tab. I'll set below paragraph to 0.05 inches. I'll change line spacing to proportional of 85%. This will make it easier to distinguish the two paragraphs in item 2 of the numbered list. I'll go to the Outline and List tab. For list style, I'll select Numbering 1, 2, 3. I'll click OK. I'll select the numbered list in the document. I'll double-click on M Text Body List Num in the sidebar. I'll place the cursor in the paragraph beneath this list. I'll double-click on M Text Body After. Notice the space between the lines of the numbered list and the spacing between the paragraphs. Also, notice the spacing above and below the list. I'll go to Print Preview so you can see the two lists side by side. I'll zoom in a little. The lists on the second page are more distinct from the regular paragraph text than the lists on the first page. You can experiment with the line spacing and paragraph spacing in your own documents to get a look you like. Once you get that look, save the new styles in a custom template so you can use them again without needing to recreate them. I talk about creating custom templates in other videos and courses. Click on More in the gray area beneath this video to find links to my other videos and courses.